Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt pressured to spend money just to fit in? To buy that expensive dinner, to go on that Instagram-worthy vacation, or to wear something designer even when your credit card was crying for help? You're not alone. We live in a world where people would rather look rich than be rich. But something interesting is happening right now. A quiet revolution called loud budgeting. It's not about showing off what you buy. It's about proudly showing what you don't buy. And guess what? That, my friends, is the new flex. Welcome back to the Wealthy Path, where we talk about building real wealth, not just the kind you post about. Today, we're breaking down why being frugal is the new form of power, how loud budgeting became a movement, and how you can use it to finally feel free financially and mentally. Let's go back a little. Remember the early 2010s, the era of flexing, luxury watches, Gucci belts, and grind till you shine Instagram posts. We celebrated the hustle culture and equated success with stuff. But here's the problem. Most of that wealth wasn't real. It was financed by debt. People were drowning in credit card bills, personal loans, and lifestyle inflation, all just to appear successful. They were rich on the outside and broke on the inside, and somewhere around 2020, everything shifted. We got tired of fake perfection. We started craving realness. We stopped believing every influencer who said, "I made $10,000 a week from my phone." We began to respect the people who said, "Nah, I'm not buying that. I'm saving for something bigger." That's when loud budgeting was born. A mindset that says, "I'm not ashamed of saying I can't afford that right now. I'm proud that I'm choosing peace over pressure." So, what exactly is loud budgeting? Simply put, it's being open and confident about your financial choices. It's when you say to your friends, "Hey, I'm skipping that fancy brunch this weekend. I'm sticking to my budget. ID. Rather save that $100 for my investment fund than spend it on another night out." You see, for years, talking about money has been taboo. People felt embarrassed to say they were budgeting, as if that meant they were broke. But now, the narrative is flipping. It's no longer embarrassing to live within your means. It's empowering. Loud budgeting isn't about being stingy. It's about being intentional, choosing what matters most to you. It's not "I can't buy that." It's "I don't want to buy that because my goals are bigger." Imagine this. You tell your coworkers, "I'm not upgrading my car this year. I'm investing instead." In the past, that might have sounded boring. Now, it sounds smart. Because you're not flexing debt, you're flexing discipline. Let's get a little deeper here. Why do we even overspend in the first place? Because our brains are wired for comparison. We see someone our age living large, new car, new gadgets, luxury vacations, and we think, "They must be doing better than me." But what we don't see is their credit card statement. And so, the cycle begins. We spend to feel equal, not to feel happy. The truth is, spending doesn't create confidence. Discipline does. Security does. When you're not afraid to say, "That's not in my budget," you've already won half the mental battle. That's money, confidence, and it's rare. Loud budgeting kills the shame around financial discipline. It replaces the guilt of "I can't afford that" with the pride of "I am in control of my money." It's about taking your power back from marketing, trends, and social pressure. Because let's be honest, half the time, people we try to impress aren't even paying attention. Being frugal used to have a bad reputation. People thought it meant being cheap, but that's not what frugal means. Being frugal means being strategic. It's knowing the value of your money and making it work for you, not against you. Let me put it this way: anyone can spend money, but not everyone can manage it. When you start saying no to unnecessary spending, you're not missing out. You're setting yourself up. You're flexing your freedom. And freedom is the ultimate luxury. Think about it. Would you rather look rich for a moment or be rich for a lifetime? That's the new mindset of the wealthy path, building quiet confidence, long-term peace, and real options. People are now celebrating the ones who drive their cars for 10 years because it still works. Reuse what they have instead of upgrading every year. Save for their kids' future before buying another watch. That's the real flex. That's long-term thinking. Because when everyone else is busy chasing temporary pleasure, the loud budgeters are building permanent wealth. Let's paint a picture. Story 1. You've got two friends. One posts new designer sneakers every month. The other quietly invests $300 every month. After 5 years, the first one has a closet full of shoes. The second one has a 6-figure investment account. Who's really winning? Story 2. A co-worker brags about dining out 3 nights a week. You bring homemade lunch to work. Guess who's less stressed about money when the rent goes up next year? Being loud about your smart choices inspires others. It's contagious. It starts conversations that matter, and social media is catching on. You've probably seen it. Creators openly tracking their spending, doing no-spend challenges, and saying, "Here's what I didn't buy this month." They're not ashamed, they're proud, and millions are watching because it's real. So, how do you actually live this lifestyle? Here's what it looks like. You talk openly about money. You tell your friends, "I'm saving for a home. Can we do a cheaper dinner?" You're transparent, not apologetic. You align your spending with your values. If travel makes you happy, you spend there, but you cut out the meaningless purchases that add nothing to your life. You build your financial boundaries. You stop comparing your journey to others. You say no without guilt. You invest, not impress. You put money into your future self instead of feeding your ego today. You make budgeting cool. You use it as a tool for confidence, not restriction. And trust me, when you start living this way, people notice. You'll attract others who value peace, not pretense. Let's talk about what happens when you embrace loud budgeting. You gain clarity. You finally see where your money goes. You gain control. You stop living paycheck to paycheck. You gain peace. You don't stress every time your phone buzzes with a transaction alert. You gain respect because people start admiring your discipline. And most importantly, you gain freedom. Freedom to say no. Freedom to walk away from financial chaos. Freedom to design a life that's intentional. That's real wealth, not gold chains, not designer labels, but the peace of knowing you're safe, stable, and building your future. Let's get practical. Here's how to start your loud budgeting journey today. Step 1. Write down your real priorities. Ask yourself what truly matters to me. Security, travel, family. Let your money follow your values. Step 2. Track your spending. Use an app or just a notebook. Know where every dollar goes. Awareness changes everything. Step 3. Set boundaries. Stop letting guilt dictate your wallet. If something doesn't fit your goals, skip it. Step 4. Talk about it. Tell your family, your friends, I'm budgeting this year. I have goals. Normalize it. Step 5. Celebrate wins. Saved $200 this month. Treat yourself, but smartly. Being frugal isn't punishment, it's empowerment. At the end of the day, loud budgeting isn't just about money. It's about confidence. It's about saying, I control my life, not my lifestyle. Because the richest people I know, they don't look rich, they live rich. Peacefully, quietly, proudly. And that's what I want for you. So next time you feel tempted to keep up with someone else's spending, remember, true wealth isn't in what you buy, it's in what you keep. It's in your mindset. It's in your freedom. This is the wealthy path, and the path starts when you choose to live loud, live smart, and live free. If this video inspired you, hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. Subscribe for more real money talks and mindset shifts every week. And let me know in the comments what's one thing you proudly not spending on this month. Remember, frugality isn't boring. It's freedom. And in 2025, that's the new flex.